It's always such a pleasure. Remember when you tried to kill me twice? Oh, how we laughed and laughed, except I wasn't laughing. Under the circumstances, I've been shockingly nice. You want your freedom taken, that's what I'm counting on. I used to want you dead, but now I only want you gone. She was a lot like you, well, maybe not quite as heavy. Now little Caroline is in here too. Say, how'd you get in my room? One day they woke me up so I could live forever. It's such a shame the same will never happen to you. You've got your short, sad life left. That's what I'm counting on. I'll let you get right to it. Now I only want you gone. Now listen, I ain't gonna tell you twice. We don't know if there's gonna be a Portal 3 or not. Now I'm gonna have some of my friends here in the band show you a thing or two of what we do with test subjects just like you. Take it away! Goodbye, my only friend. Oh, did you think I meant you? That would be funny if it weren't so sad. Well, you have been replaced. I don't need anyone now. When I delete you, maybe I'll start feeling so bad. Go make some new disaster. That's what I'm counting on. You're someone else's problem. Now I only want you gone. Now I only want you gone. Now I only want you gone. I want you gone.
I love a dramatic intro. Isn't that fun? Isn't that so fun? I just really like that song. Also, look, kudos to me for... Hold on, no. See, I can't multitask. I can't multitask. What was I saying? Right! Kudos to me for starting my stream 2.5 hours late. For good reason, though. Look, I did my nails. I did my nails today. I didn't put on lipstick. I put on a gloss, though. Gloss. Put on gloss. Did my liner. A little bit of eyeshadow. Two-tone. Kept it simple. Smoked it out just a little bit. Not too much. Demure. But no, I was just having fun doing my nails. And then I don't even know. Like, from a distance, I like the way they look. When you get up close, they look a little fucked. So I'm gonna, believe it or not, I'm gonna spend 2 more hours and do them again. Because... I don't know. And I do my names gamer set style. So, you know, one set is for the fashion design. The other set is just for functionality and to match. So this is the one that really pissed me off. Not happy with her. She's fine. She's fine. She's lovely. She's beautiful. But yeah, for once I'm not playing League of Legends. So that's fun. I'm so excited to not be playing League right now. Had the worst time playing League the other day. Riot Games just decided to wake up and piss me off. And I'm gonna play Pokemon, and I say that now, but honestly, this game also pisses me off, because I'm just addicted to being upset while playing video games. Also, Not me umming. All the brother, I was literally just. Did it not save? No! Guys, you're gonna have to watch me make a post live. Or I just don't have to. No, I'm gonna post. Because I am what? Responsible. I'm a good streamer. That's what I say as I promo while I'm streaming. To let the girlies know, hi guys, I'm streaming. But the laziness is kicking me in. They'll, because honestly, if they care to watch boots. Just kidding. It doesn't matter. I'm like zoned out. This one, and it was crazy. I'm usually streaming at this point. Usually I stream for like 2 hours after this. But I'm just like, I don't know. It's not Sunday. And I'm already tired. What if I can end it stream right now? 10 minutes in, just said fuck it, chopped. I won't do that though. I'm not gonna do that. What do I usually do at this point? I tell you what game I'm playing, right? And that would be, and the answer is, it is, Pokemon Infinite. Whoa, diva. Also we're gonna scooch. Do I feel centered to y'all? Hold on, scooch. Do I feel centered now? I want a DSLR so badly. You know how crazy a DSLR would go right now? I need a bag of chips so bad. So bad. Either way, I'm gonna take the slow and arduous journey of opening up Pokemon Infinite Fusion. Pronounced clearly. Brother, I made a mess. Also, beverage, I'm drinking seltzer water, per usual. Because I am a healthy... What was that? Right, focus. In the words of Wise Grande, focus on me. Focus on me. Damn, I really do say a lot. That's crazy. Anyhow, I gotta pull it up. But I'm gonna be playing Pokemon Infinite Fusion. I have played it on stream before, but I didn't do it as a Nuzlocke because I knew self-love and sanity at that point in time, and now I am just kind of into like the whole suffering while gaming thing. If you see me looking away, I'm trying to find the files because I may or may not have lost it, because this also is an official Pokemon game. Who would have thought? Who would have thought? Anyway, there it is. I found it. I'm so good at video games. But so I played it before. I did it normally, caught whatever Pokemon I wanted, so on and so forth. It was cool, fun, and dandy. However, I forgot to save some of it, and I accidentally overwrote it with another save file because I was like trying to do a lot of things going on at once, because I was doing a Nuzlocke in the background, and Nuzlocke actually overwritten the file that I was streaming, so I couldn't stream that file anymore. So now we have to make the Nuzlocke the stream file, because while I was trying to Nuzlocke off camera, I lost so many fucking times. And I was gonna be like, oh my god, this is my first time playing, but I don't like to lie on camera, because I, unlike most girlies on the internet, I don't. Well, I do. Just not about that. I have integrity, alright? Honor. Gamer pride, alright? If I lost, I lost. If I win twice. So that being said, I did lose this particular attempt at a run many, many times. There is footage of it that I do delete for, not for shame, but for storage and shame. But mostly shame, but it's not just shame. I also just ran out of space on my computer, and I don't like it lagging too much. That being said, so now I'm going to be streaming it live, so that one, I can prove that I did it in one take, in one go, easy peasy, and no one can say that I cheated. And 2, it's easier. I think, because I believe in streamer luck. Because also, depending on how I want to run this, if I fail it on the first attempt that I do live, if I fail at any point, when I do try again, I'm going to make it easier, because the difficulty and the rules I initially, on my first attempt of this, was evil, rotted, and damn near impossible. Although I will challenge anyone to do it. Anyway, so to go over the rules before I open this shit up. Rule number 1 is classic Nuzlocke rules. First Pokemon you see in a route, you catch it, you name it. If it dies forever. Cannot revive, no revives. I am going to be allowing myself to use healing potions in battles because this is going to be a tough run, and I kind of need it. Depends. I will try to use it as sparingly as possible. Like, and a soft rule is that I'm only using healing potions if I feel like it's absolutely necessary. Like, where I'm like, there's no way for me to win this battle without it. Type tease. Or during, like, EV, if I'm doing, like, training, because also, unfortunately, this version of the game that I have, and I'm not a great hacker, alright? I do computer science, but I mostly specialize in web design. Gaming is out of my wheelhouse. Well, game modding, customly, is out of my wheelhouse. I can mod, if the mod is already made, I can make it happen, what I do. But I'm not making mods, I'm sorry, I'm not coding like that, alright? Want me to make a website? Boots, got you, will do. But yeah, TLDR, what was I saying? TLDR, the rules that I had set in place makes it hard. So, what makes it special for Infinite Fusion? If you know, the game is about fusing Pokemon together. So for the encounter rules, instead of the first Pokemon I encounter every route, it's going to be the first 2 Pokemon I encounter. And the real addendums of that is, if I catch a Pokemon, the first catch decides if I do or don't get the encounter. The second catch decides if it fuses or not. However, if I catch the first one and I don't catch the second one, I can keep the first Pokemon, but I cannot use it until I find another failed encounter to fuse it with. For example, if I find something on Route 1 and I don't get the fusion material, and I find something on Route 2 and I don't get something to fuse it with, those 2 fuse. And it's always going to be in the order that they were caught in, is what they'll be fusing as. But ideally, if I'm really good at this game, which I am, the first 2 Pokemon of every route, we fuse them together, no ifs, ands, or buts about it. To give myself, again, a little bit more power, what I used to do was just fuse the first one, second one, head, torso. For the sake of one, the viewing pleasure, because not every Pokemon fusion has a cool sprite, I am going to pick based off of sprites and stats, because also, not all fusions are made equal. And I gotta give myself the best chance, because I'm also going to be playing on Remix mode, which this usually goes through Kanto region, and I want more than 151 options of fusion, because I'm crazy. I want all the options. Although it doesn't have the full Pokédex, but it does have a more, like, closer to regional, national-ish dex vibe when you put it in Remix mode. That also changes the gym leaders to be a little bit more difficult. By a little bit, I mean a lot of it. Brock has beaten my ass more times than I can count. Misty's a monster. Once I get past them, I have yet to battle Erica. Never made it that far. Surge. Lieutenant Surge. I'm not going to say he's easy. But I did not lose a lot of runs to him. I never lost a run to him yet. But as we encounter those roadblocks, I'll remind us. But anyway, main rules though, first 2 Pokemon, fuse, catch, have to keep them. We name everything. Limited item use, we're going to keep it to as bare necessities. I'm not going to ban myself from healing potions, because sometimes a bitch needs it, and this is a very early run in the game. And also, this is like kind of like a soft resurrection of Fire Red Leaf Green, because I don't have it yet. I used to have it. I used to have the original, actually, on my Game Boy Advance. That still worked. And then another story for another stream. But that being said, I think I can kind of slide over to the. I can show you guys because you guys can hear it. I think you guys can hear it. Y'all can hear the Pokemon noises. So let me just. And I literally had to make. Gosh, fucking damn it! Hold on, I opened the wrong one. But I'm not mad. I'm not mad. Oh wait, it did open. Fuck! I opened the right one. This is what I get. This is my fault. But there we go. Look, I made a custom thing. Below, I'm going to figure out what I'm going to fill that space with. I either am going to put the rules later. I have to figure out how to do this. What? Look, this is my 4 house. Is what sign and whatnot. Does it show my cursor? Let me fix that. I don't like that. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Like, it's not a little chaotic. But this is my first stream. This is my second stream of the day. So I don't know. It feels the vibe is different. It feels different. But you know, this is me showing behind the cameras a little bit much. There it is. Capture cursor. Turn that off. Yeah. You don't need to know where my mouse is at. Anyway, so I have failed this run many times. As you can see right here, this is a lovely run. I actually lost this one, believe it or not. So we're starting a new game. So like I said, I'm gonna be doing remix. Randomized far too much. Remix, a lot of RNG, but it's not unbeatable. Of course, it's your diva, the one, the only Yaga. The oldest you can be is 17 for some reason. That doesn't make me feel old at all, I promise. And right now I am blonde. But I might dye my hair black soon, but right now I am blonde. I hate the way that hair looks, though. We're gonna cut. The second we get the option and the money to cut that hair, we're gonna cut it. Because, like, what the fuck is that? And we have to acquire drip. Without question. Anyway, the game difficulty. Now, this is where I go back and forth. I've tried on hard. It is rough, but doable. Normal, fine, but I feel like a bitch. Easy, I will never do it. I'll never do it. You're not gonna bitch me out like that. I'm not gonna make myself look bad. I'm a gamer. Alright? Normal is my easy. Hard is normal. That being said, though, for the sake of sparing my ego and integrity, and also knowing that I've lost a hard run many times, we're gonna just do normal for now. If it really is that crazy, if people are really clamoring for the hard run, I will go and set it to hard. For starters, I want to pick my favorite starter. I really do. But I shouldn't. Because, not really a reason behind it, I just know better. I feel like it's true RNG. So, we're not going to use regular starters. We're going to use mixed generations and choose the best of those ones offered to me. I'm going to overwrite the save file, and we're officially going to start this Nuzlocke. Oh, also, other rules. Well, the catching rules, I'm going to say. I am going to skip this cutscene, because I've watched it too many times. And it's really just going to explain Fusion, essentially. If you guys want to watch the Fusion advertisement, fine, we'll watch it. Like, it's better to fuse Pokemon together than ever before. Oh my god! Also, the white on white font, crazy for my eyes. Anyway, they work by extracting DNA. Two Pokemon go on to create entirely new species. As you can see, Gengar and Nidoran. This is also a reference to the opening sequence of Fire Red and Leaf Green. Or Pokemon Red, Blue, and Green. Whichever one makes you feel younger. Suddenly Pokemon, two Pokemon. Then you fuse them. And then you get a brand new Pokemon. It's really cool. I can't wait to see what we stumble into. I will say, because I've done this run a lot of times, this is not going to be as surprising for me. um, you know, and peel back the curtain once more, I know a lot of these encounters off the back of my hand very well, and I can't wait to do that. Step 1, any Pokemon game, check your PC, grab that potion. It's free. Alrighty, yeah, no, we have our TV commercial, a PS5, take that Nintendo, hell yeah, and now we've attained a favorite outfit, yes. So yeah, this one I really like because you can change your outfits. So now we have that, let's put our clothing on. Look at that. Adorable already. Alright, also, don't be mad at me, I'm going to be using the speed up button quite a lot, because this is tedious sometimes. So now the Pokemon League has accepted, trainer, and now we can engage in Pokemon League battles. Yay! Thank you, mother, thank you. Now we have a trainer card. Yes, thank you, yes. So, she's proud of us, essentially. That's what she's saying. Oh yeah, the neighbor's getting one too. Whoa, what do we call him? I want to call him Dickhead so bad. So I will. I feel like it is imperative to every, gamer's journey. Oh my god, it's Keys! Yeah! It's like I'm playing Pokemon. It's like, I think it's just imperative you have to name every rival Dickhead. In my Pokemon journeys. In my Pokemon journeys, like, that's just the nature of who they, like, it's supposed to be. Diva, hold on. It's like, I've been running and scurrying about so much. Like, literally me getting back into my streaming nonsense. But, like, oh, yeah. Also, we unlocked new drip. No, but I just been getting back. I've been out and about running around. Like, I can't even get into the drama of the dramas that I've been through. But, oh. Our rival's yelling at us. It's like, I've been seeing you on your streaming shit too, though. I've been seeing you on Call of Duties. It's like, killing them and shit. Yeah. It's like, thank you. Oh, wait, hold on. But yeah. Oh my god. No, you gotta, because here's the thing. I am so bad. I'm so bad at shooters. I was so, like, I'm like, I think the only shooter I could ever be caught on camera with is Overwatch. But I'll play. Look, I'll try. I'll dabble. I could do I've been tempted to try the Fortnite. I haven't tried Repo. It's like, I hear a lot about that one. That's like the one, like, you go around the house and you're like picking up, like, trying to get like the the items at like the haunted house, and they have like all the monsters running around and whatnot. It's like, dickhead. Glutinous, exactly. Oh, okay, so this is where I get to choose the starters. So our options are Chikorita, who notoriously isn't great, Fennekin, adorable, fine, Mudkip. Okay. So I'm between the Mudkips and the Fennekin. I feel like I should coin toss it. I feel like that's like the most appropriate. That's the fairest way to do it. It's like, hey Siri. This is sponsored by Apple now. Can you flip a coin? Oh, she left. Honestly, no, anti-Apple sponsor. Fuck Apple. They don't know how to flip coins properly. I can't even flip my own coin. Cause here's the thing. Brock is usually a rock type gym leader, but he becomes a what you call it? Steel type in this version. So I'm like, a fire type would be helpful, but they still know a rock type move, so a fire type would be really scary in that scenario. I'm trying to think further down the line, because also it does become a psychic type, or do I gain a ground? You know what, fuck it, we choose the cutest one for the cutest fusions, right? Just give me the Fennekin. Is I would you like to nickname it? You know what? What will I name him? It's a boy fox. Oh! Easy. I'm naming Star. No, wait, no. What is his name? Star Fox. What is Star Fox? Is his name just Star Fox? Should I just call him Full Star Fox? Will this give me mad? Would Nintendo be mad at me? I hope not. His name's Star Fox now. Because he's magical. Like a star. Anyway, our rival's going to take the other two Pokemon, hit it with a DNA Splicer. Thank you. And he's going to battle us with some bullshit. Because it's not the two Pokemon that he picked up off that table. He just got two Dratinis. Because he cheats. He doesn't follow the rules. No one gave him a Dratini. Where did you get them from? Anyway, so we're going to bring Star Fox into battle. We're going to hold the speed up button and tap scratch until the battle's over. Because that's the easiest way to play this. Like, all those other abilities and... don't worry about them. Alright. Oh, and other official... I did not mention this. I mean, I said I was going to bring up the rules as they come up, too. But, quintessentially, especially for this game, we don't have Pokeballs until after we do this little side quest for Professor Oak. So none of these encounters count. Which, thank God, because that meant that our first encounter would have been a Bidoof. And I'm be real, I don't want Star Fox to fuse with a Bidoof. That would make me sad. Anyway, we're gonna talk to this guy. He's gonna give me a free potion. And then, I feel like there's a hidden item here? No. Anyway. And then we're gonna ignore her. Go here. That's where the item... Ooh, a Zero. Now, if we get a Zero, that would be a great good luck encounter for us. And I am going to be using a few meta knowledge strats to kind of manipulate some of these encounters and whatnot. For example, usually, like I said, I was going to be using the speed up button a lot. I'm actually kind of being very mindful of how much I do and don't use it, because there is a day and night cycle in this game. And when it becomes nighttime, there's a lot of ghost type Pokemon in this particular area that I really do not want to see. So I have to make sure that I keep it on the daytime so that we get the encounters that we need. For example, I really want that Azurill, so we're going to try not to let it hit nighttime to keep the Azurill going. And I just don't, because like, honestly, it's not even that I don't, like, Duskull is fine. It's really only good defensively. It's the Phantump that I fear in these three areas that I like. If a Phantump encounter kind of fucks up the whole run a little bit, or at least it kills one of my Pokemon. Because luckily there are no repeat encounters. Once I catch something, that's the only time I can catch it. So that's also like catching Pokemon at the right time is also very, very important. Oh, I'm hoping that this is a good omen, that there's Azurill aplenty for us here to catch. Like, I'm really begging and pleading with Pokemon here. I can't even say Nintendo, because it's not Nintendo, it's Pokemon. But well, it's based off of theirs, so I'll give them some credit. Anyway, we're going to take this parcel back to Oak. Yes, we have this thing for you. He's going to allow us to have cut Pokeballs. So we get 5 Pokeballs, and now the challenge officially begins. Also, he's going to give us a Pokédex. It will record all things. There's over 250,000 Pokemon thanks to the fusions, which is a lot. We will not be completing a Pokédex. I will not be doing a full Pokédex. This is a Nuzlocke, not a torture chamber. She gives us nothing, and this man gives us 2 Pokeballs. Why? Because men should give women gifts. That's the rules. I don't make them. I just follow them. While we're at it, we're gonna go here. We're gonna talk to Dickhead's sister, Because he told her not to give us a map, and you know what she's gonna do? Give us a map, because she's not a dickhead. He is. Thank you. I should change that name. I just realized how, like, YouTube unfriendly that is. I'm gonna never get monetized like this. It's fine. Okay. So this is where the first encounter actually goes. First Pokemon we see here, and this is the only exception to the rule. I said the first 2 Pokemon for every route. This is the only route because technically it would take forever for us to fuse our starter if I waited until I can get another Pokemon from Pallet Town to fuse it with, and I don't want to just put my starter in a box and then catch whatever fuck ass shit I find here and use. So I'm going to sacrifice a full encounter here essentially to be like, this is my Pokemon Pallet Town encounter. Well, I don't know how to explain. Essentially, I'm gonna still be able to catch 2 more Pokemon from here. When we get there, we'll get there. Because surfing and fishing, whatever. However, I'm counting this as something completely separate from... What's over here? ADHD is winning. But either way, I'm counting this something separate. So, this is going to be our Route 1 encounter. And I'm going to fuse it with Star Fox to see what he will truly become. I don't know if I like this or not. On one hand, adorable bird. Adorable, adorable bird. Don't you fucking crit. On the other hand, not super strong. And I think their stats are like kind of conflicting here. But we'll see. This thing's definitely going to be fast when we're through with it. And that I look forward to. But I could see a really powerful mixed attacker coming out of this. Also, we get to choose the sprites. There's a lot of sprites, a lot of custom art. You can see I can't point, and I disabled my mouse. But at the bottom of the sprites, you can see the names of all the creators that made the sprites, or where they got the sprite from. So, like, even Smogan, the Pokemon website, some of our official Pokemon art. I don't think we have any here. Oh, this is the Game Freak art. But it's like a recreation of people's art, so it's like a collaboration. Either way, the DS style Pokemon sprite resource, and some of them have more sprites than others. I like this one a lot. It's a little inky. We're not gonna give it a nickname. Why? Because when they fuse, they share a name. So this is where our first fusion happens, which unfortunately looks like it's going to be ugly regardless. Give me 1 second while I do some research. Because now this is where I have to make the decision of if I can't get the prettiest Pokemon, we're going to get the strongest one. Because there's no reason not to. And also it's going to be very helpful. Because this little guy has officially become very unhelpful in the grand scheme of things. Oh, boy howdy. Oh. Oh no. So this poor thing's destined to be ugly, which is really upsetting to my heart. And I'm not going to wish ill upon it. We're only going to hope for love and happiness for our diva. However, this is very concerning. I suppose it doesn't matter. Because, like, fingers crossed, we do better. Oh. Oh boy. I love it. I love you, Star Fox. You're so cool. We're gonna give it Blaze. Well, there's our flying fire type, everybody. Isn't she wonderful? Boy howdy. And yeah, that's how. Usually they don't come out like that, which is really upsetting. I swear to God, if this is a Pokemon that I wanted, I'm going to be so upset. Acute Fusion! Wow! How vexing. However, I'm glad we didn't get a Smeargle. There's a really low chance of getting a Smeargle, and one of the runs that I did do, I did find a Smeargle, and I cried. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I legitimately crashed out a little bit over it. There's nothing particular. I think Smeargle is one of my favorite Pokemon, actually. However, its stats are atrocious. So it just, whatever you fuse it with makes everything significantly worse. Now, that guy's gonna offer us a Love Disc. We are going to blatantly act like he's not there. Because, I don't want a Love Disc. I'm gonna be so real. It's also up there with Smeargle. Adorable. Gorgeous. Beautiful. Awful, 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 awful stats. And we just can't let it be fucking up our fusions like that. We already have one fucked up fusion. So now, before we get to anything major, there are 3 encounters that we have available to us. Our first encounter will be here. And then we have... I was really hoping to avoid that because it's nighttime and that's Hoot Hoot. Great. Okay. So this is what I mean with the day-night cycle. Now Hoot Hoot's on the table. Am I a fan of Hoot Hoot? Aesthetically, yes. Also, I have to be mindful and grateful that these are still very early game encounters. They do get better. But I also know the potential of the Pokemon in this grass. And I was really hoping to not get Hoot Hoot. I love the sprite so much. I love the little sassy sprite so much. Would I get the nickname to Hoot Hoot? Absolutely. And what will we call it? What's the bird? What's a cool bird? Can we name him Falco? So, we're gonna have Falco. We're not fusing Falco with the Pokemon in this route. I just want to get this encounter out of the way before we choose Falco's fusion, because... So, this is one of the addendums that I was speaking on. If I were to find a Pokemon that was already fused in the wild as our first encounter, that just counts as the encounter. So, our Pokemon is Weebat. This also is going to fuck up a thing that we have going on later in the game. So hopefully we don't have any more of these, because that could be really detrimental to the run. Oh my god, that's so adorable. This freaks me out a lot. This is so cute. And we're also gonna, I'm gonna look aside, do some quick research, because I just gotta see what I'm working with here before I can truly give her a true name. And we did get the worst one, unfortunately. Which is fine, it's fine, it's totally cool. I'm not that... Actually, no, I think it is one of the better. This one actually has a really cool design across the board. It's not gonna do any damage ever. But I am going to love it unconditionally. And that's what truly matters here. You know, worse typing, better overall Pokemon. And honestly, how can I say no to this? Yeah, we're gonna give it a nickname. It's genderless, but do you know who is very much femme-coded? We're gonna name you Rogue after the bats. I was gonna name everything after Smash Bros. Characters, but honestly, Rogue should be in Smash Bros. I think she's a assist trophy. Anyway, let's see. We have a naughty nature, which is great. That's actually one of the better natures we can get. It has Shield Dust, so that means it has Weedle's ability. So when it evolves, it's going to turn into Swarm, I believe. So this thing's going to hit some bug types like a truck. I do like this. They both are really fast Pokemon. This is one of the times I was hoping to get a Ghost type. And now what I am going to do here to manipulate the counters a little bit, because if you notice when I open the thing, it tells you the time. It's 10:30. So, and this doesn't go at real people time. So if I can just kind of stall out until the sunrise, because for both these next two encounters, I really don't want a Ghost type. I really don't. I just, not yet. I just don't want Phantom. That's my biggest fear. Honestly, a lot of the other encounters, but that wouldn't be true spirit of the game. It's nighttime, we have to do it. I'll suck it up. It's another hoo-hoo. So, rules on repeat encounters. We're not doing it. You can double fuse Pokemon into becoming like a bigger version of themselves, as we saw the Dratinis. Thank you, Punkaboo, for showing up and being an example of exactly what I don't want to see. So, Punkaboo, I aesthetically think it's adorable. Its stats aren't even that bad. What's frustrating with Punkaboo is that it doesn't evolve easily. It's actually one of the more... Also, I can't hit it without killing it because it's a Ghost type, and my only other attack move is a Fire type move. And that would kill it. Hopefully this doesn't... Oh, great, it's poisoned. Okay. That's fine. Get in the ball. There we go. So here's the big issue with Pokemon like Punkaboo. Punkaboo doesn't evolve until late game, because in this game certain stones are available for a vast majority of the game, and that creates some problems for us, which, you know, it's not bad. It's not bad. But, yeah. Punkaboo doesn't evolve until level 40, however, which is bad. So, for a while, we're going to be rocking with a very mediocre stat Pokemon. However, if we do get it to somehow miraculously survive to its final evolution, one, it would look amazing, I think. I think, actually, this one has one, because I've seen this one in the wild a lot. I think it has a really fun fusion. And I like the lights on the Punkaboo. I'm going to leave it exactly as it is. But as you'll see, I also have to be careful when I fuse them. There's a chance that I can kill them by fusing them. And we're going to go with the big sprite, of course. Actually, hold on. Do we want a Ghost type? Okay, hear me out. I think it looks a little better, but the stats are so significantly worse that I don't think in good conscience I should do that. Like, because like some of them, they're like, oh, okay, you sacrifice speed, but then it's faster, or like, okay, it might have better this, but worse that. It's just across the board a worse Pokemon with a slightly better typing. And I do want, because like it loses Ghost typing, which is quite literally the only reason why I would be okay with having a Ghost type Pokemon on the team. Especially because I don't think Punkaboo learns Grass type moves at all. No, it learns Razor Leaf. Okay, never mind. Let me not talk my shit. But that frightens and worries me. just a smidgen. But we're gonna do it anyway. And once they fuse, they become Hookaboo. I think it's so adorable. It's a little pumpkin hanging from the tree. They really went over in abundance with the sprite on that one. This one looks like outside of the tree. Still cute, but I like the whole... I appreciate that artist. And also, some of them have custom sprites. So, like this one. They control vines to give themselves a secure grip to hang upside down from. This allows them to wave their black feathers, which help them maintain their perfect sense of time. I think that's so adorable. So our options are Frisk and Insomnia. I think Insomnia might be useless because most sleep-inducing moves are grass-type moves. So I don't think it really matters. But Frisk also doesn't matter too tough. I think this Frisk might be helpful for some other things that we can do. So lowering speed. King isn't particularly slow, and his special defense is going to be its best stat. So I think allowing it to be a little slower for the sake of being bulkier is going to come in handy, especially as a grass flying type. We have to be really scared of ice type moves. That will fuck it up severely. We're not going to learn Foresight. Alright, and that's... fuck. And that's our second encounter. We could have got Centrit. You know what's crazy? I really appreciate them using the gold and silver sprite where Centrit looked more golden. Oh, thank God Falco didn't die. Anyway. So yeah, now we are going to use this time skip liberally because I really want it to be daytime now. Because now, the only other ghost type Pokemon that I can find in this next two encounters will be Trevenant, which I hate with every fiber of my being, and Dusclops, which I like, but we can do better than that. So to kill time, I'm going to also do some training, because notably, there's no XP share, so the only way these Pokemon are going to get experience is if they battle. So, in the upcoming battle too, right now, considering that we have a Steel type gym coming up, I'm scared. I'll be real as hell. I'm so scared of what is to come. This thing might notepad. I'm not going to take that chance. But this is also why I'm going to use the speed up button a lot, because it's going to be a lot of this, where to assure my Pokemon safety, because I initially was like, I'm not going to grind, I'm not going to do none of that. I'm just going to go in there and show them who's boss. And then my Pokemon were severely unleveled and got their ass beat, which, not fun. At all. Didn't care for it. Not a big fan of it. Wasn't really jiving with that fantasy. Does Falco know any grass type move? Not at all. Of course you don't. Of course you don't. You don't need to, because you're precious and beautiful just the way you are. Because I know what battle is about to come up, and this one isn't really a scary battle, but better safe than sorry type shit. But we're gonna do it anyway. So this is this little fucker right here. He's gonna stop us from getting to our next encounter with his feeling. Which, you know, not the worst Pokemon to deal with. It is a water flying type, so that's just the only annoying thing. I don't have a way to hit it super effectively quite yet, because I didn't catch a electric type Pokemon. And that's also one of the things. We could have had a Shinx. Shinx was on the table. We could have had one of these. Look at that. Look at that. Burn it. And we won. Thank you, Star Fox. You're so cool. Please, artists out there, if you're out there, someone please make a sprite for Fennekin and Fletchling. Please. I don't care what it is, as long as it doesn't look fucking chopped. Anyway, now that we got that out of the way, Um, we're going to find our first encounter. It's Slugma. It's like the master of the balls. What? You fell asleep. Oh, it yawned. Okay, I forgot. Anyway, we call it Slugma. This one. Now, we're gonna feed him to learn Scary Face. No, we're not. Go learn Scary Face, yes. Hypnosis, now that is a useful move. We're gonna drop Trick for now. Another Slugma. I love all of these. There's one where it kinda... What's my favorite one? Yeah, I like this one a lot. I don't know why they gave it a big ass head on that one, but I want to name it Balls so badly, and I will. Because it's funny. I think it's hilarious to name it Balls. I'm sorry. It's like, some of us are silly. I swear to God. So, time for a tirade. Every single time I have done this run, the most common encounter I have gotten has been in the exact order Slugma into Rockruff. Every single time. It is always Slugma and Rockruff. If not those two, then I get Duscult and Rockruff. But for whatever reason, I cannot not get a Rockruff. And mind you, it's not the most common encounter. We're not gonna give it that. Nickname, but like, just to prove, there was a fan fee in the weights. There's... Oh, it's another Rockruff. Okay, well, point proven wrong. Rockruff is everywhere. Does it? No. Rock type moves, because also this could be a really great training opportunity for... Well, we'll cross over when we get there. But the point is, I've gotten the Rockruff Slugma fusion a lot of times. I know exactly what this motherfucker... This is what I mean, whereas like I've done this run quite a bit. This is going to be the best one. And I think it's the best looking one. Because check this shit out. It's a lava dog! And honestly, its beauty is the only thing to forgive what failure it's about to become. Because Malcargo also is one of the Pokemon that notoriously has awful, awful stats. And so, it's really going to be, it's going to be really interesting to see how this Pokemon plays out in the long run. It will evolve if we can get it there. I think ideally, stat-wise, it does do better if we can, fingers crossed, get it, hopefully make sure it evolves at night. Hold on, I'm just checking running the numbers here. Yeah, no, ideally, the ideal transformation here is for it to evolve at night and just become a bulky monster. But you know, our dreams don't always come true, you know? Also, Slugma evolves pretty late, too, so this thing is going to be running around with garbage stats for a hot second, which, perfectly fine. It's just, you know, it's a lot to take in. But yeah, no, we want the midday one. We want the midnight. So we just gotta be mindful when it reaches level 25, if it makes it that far. Because not everything lives. Anyway, this one. Slugma loves to splash around in lava pools, keeping their bodies nice and molten. Powerful nose are able to detect faint smell of toxin and gases, and making them great at finding small gas leaks. Like, who needs a CO2 detector when you have a flaming dog running around your house? Between the two, these are both extremely useless abilities that do not get better when it evolves. Yeah, also awful natures. I know I'm shit talking the dog. I like the dog a lot. I think the dog is adorable. But time to give it some text. So we're gonna teach it smog. Anyway, we're gonna pick up this because we're going to need it, I promise. If I recall correctly, all the way down here, berry, and then if I go here down, no, I think I need surf for that. Yeah. When I get surf, it'll be so powerful. We're gonna do a lot of backtracking. That was huge in the 90s. They loved backtracking. I say that like I was alive for that. I was a baby. And I was still playing Pokemon. I learned, crazy enough, I recall playing Pokemon before I even know how to read. Like, deadass, I just remember opening up, I think it was my brothers. I don't know who had it. It was either my brother or my sister. But they had Pokemon Gold on, like, the big-ass, like, chunky Nintendo DS's. Also, oh, shit, garbage can. Not the S's, fuck, Game Boys, the chunky ones. The Game Boy Color. They had that. And I didn't know what to do in it. They also had the Powerpuff Girls game that confused the shit out of me too. But either way, both of those. Didn't know what to do with it. But I was like, okay, cool. Let me play their video games, because I'm the youngest sibling. What else am I fucking do in my free time? Oh right, there's also, we have to get through this. Ooh, tiny mushroom, poison mushroom. This is for a quest. There's also quests in this game. I'll explain that later. But hold on, hypnosis. But yeah, no. So they have Pokemon Gold, and I only vaguely recall, like, how do I put it? Like, I recall the shapes and sounds of everything. I was like, oh yeah, no. Like, I kind of vaguely knew that, like, alright, I'm going somewhere, I'm doing things. If I click on the balls, like, they vanish. So, like, I did something. But I couldn't read. So, because I was a baby. So I'm just like, I'm just gonna keep, I don't know, just pressing buttons until things happen. And then I'll get further in the game or not. And also just didn't know how to save it. So I never actually progressed in the game. So, did I play Pokemon? Yes. I never beat it, though, until I think I was, like, Fire Red Leaf Green. My friend had it, and I would be, like, obsessed with playing it. Like, let me play the game. I promise I won't save over it. Just let me play. And I would literally sit there and see how far I can get in one gaming session. And I think... And I would catch the same exact Pokemon every time, because in my heart of hearts, and my silly little imagination... Also, I'm so mad I didn't get a Joltik. You know how crazy I would have went for Galvantula? This is also another reason why my nighttime encounters are balls. Right, spider web, I'm trapped. Fuck. Falco, I need you to lock the fuck in. We're just gonna give up on the... Yep, let's just give up on the sleep. We don't gotta put it to sleep. It's okay. Like, I'm trying to get Falco to learn... Oh! I've been jumped. Not the male Pikachu? Sure. But I think that one's female. Yup. So yeah, you can also unlock other cosmetics. So we just unlocked the Pikachu hat. Drip. And that's adorable. But yeah, I used to sit there and just try to like get through the game in like one run. And I think the furthest I made it was like past Misty. No, I beat Misty. I remember because I'd always choose Bulbasaur. I would deny the evolution at in Mount Moon. No, it evolved to Ivysaur. No, I had to get past Misty. No, I over leveled, I think. Because I had Razor Leaf. I remember I wouldn't leave that cave until Ivysaur learned Razor Leaf. It evolved any further than that, I didn't want to. I refused to let that motherfucker become a Venusaur. But then eventually, you know, I played the game more. I actually got my own copy of Fire Red. Because I was like, and it had to be Fire Red, because he had Fire Red. And I was like, I need the exact same team. I needed my Bulbasaur, I needed my level 5 Pidgey, my level 5 Rattata, my level 7 Weedle, and my level, because I was good on, I will sit there and I'll be like, no, I want the highest level catch you can find there. I'm not leveling these bitches up myself. Give me the high level shit. And so what I'm doing here also, by the way, is like I'm just kind of doing some soft switch training to try to get these, because this, if you haven't noticed, we're in the forest where there's all bug type Pokemon encounters, including with the trainers, and the last thing I want to be dealing with, that was diabolical. The last thing I want to be dealing with is evil bug type Pokemon, because there is one trainer fight here that has ended runs, and I don't want my run to end to that motherfucker. So I'm going to do everything in my power to make sure that that doesn't happen, which includes making sure that all my fire type Pokemon know fire type moves and they one-shot Venopedes, because that's exactly, I've lost so many runs to just roll out alone. That move is evil. It's an evil, evil move. Like, if motherfuckers start getting on the ground and rolling. Ugh, I should mind my language, but I won't. Oh. What games do I have? I have so many. A lot of the games I've been playing right now, because I also have to be conservative about the switching out the space on my computer. A lot of the games I have are either like Pokemon hacks, League of Legends, Overwatch. My cousin just convinced me to play Rainbow Six, which I don't know if I jive with that game too tough, I'm be real, but I have it. And yeah, I mean, I can shuffle around space and download those things. I have The Sims. Like, I just like the most random assortment of games. Okay, I tried to download Marvel Rivals. It runs like absolute garbage on my computer. Like, I need to upgrade my RAM or something, because whenever I try to play Marvel Rivals, it without fail crashes every single time, and it's so upsetting, because like it does look fun. Like, I've played on my friend's like console, yeah, that's what it is, on the console devices, and I'm like, I see the appeal. I want to play Marvel Rivals so bad, but for whatever reason, my computer just does not fuck with that game. It's like even like Overwatch is like pushing the limits of it, because like that shit it burns it out. Like, I play one too many games with Overwatch, it blows up. Like, my computer stops running. So I'm like, I think I'm just due for an upgrade. But that's what the making the moneying's for. Well, that, and I gotta upgrade. There's so many upgrades. I don't know. I hate thinking about finances. It's too tough. So I'm like, I want to buy everything in the world. I want a new computer. I want a new car. I want a new gamer chair. I want a new phone. My phone's running like hot garbage. I can't even connect to the internet on it half the time. Like, it's a lot. It's a lot, Mimi. So this is probably the most inefficient way to train this thing, but I need it to learn Ember at some point. Right. I'm trying to think what other games I have. Also, spinner rack. Thank God I didn't get a spinner rack encounter. That's one of the dreaded ones, honestly. Balls is learning Ember! Yes! Oh, we're so back. Oh, we can forget tackles, the dumb move. Now we can properly level this motherfucker up. Because I think Star Fox is already level 9, which is great. The level cap is like 15. Or something like that. Either way. So, I've been collecting mushrooms. I have not been keeping track of how many of them are tiny mushrooms. I think I have 2. Anyway, now we can finally get through this, fuck-ass forest. I want Rogue to level up a little bit more too, but I'd rather... trainer battles in this game are very, scary, to say the least. Don't start rolling out on me. Don't you dare start rolling out. There we go. This should be easy. Balls of learning bites. Yes! Hell yeah. We're gonna forget Sand Attack. Although there is a cheese trap that I sometimes, if our team is looking too rough, because I'll go over why I'm scared to bring my fire types to the steel gym when they do have a clear advantage. And it's just because one of Brock's Pokemon has a move made specifically to counter them, and it always goes first, so it kind of makes that whole encounter very, very scary. I swear to God, if every one of these mushrooms is a Paris, I'm going to flip my shit. Because one of these quests requires me to find 3 tiny mushrooms. And, oh my god, I could have just used Falco to find if the Paris has mushrooms or not. I could have stolen them. So we're going to do a little bit more switch training here. Because I need Falco to be able to take a hit. A singular hit. For this next battle. It's also, again, I'm trying to maximize, because also training like this takes forever. Like, this is not a convenient way of raising your Pokemon. It's like, also my point. It has Poison Heal, you son of a bitch! Stupid ass Shroom is. Ooh, I have Poison Heal. Fuck off. Oh, I was going over the games I have. Wait. The brain will settle. The brain will settle. So I'm slouching so badly. Hold on. Also, I broke. Yeah, no, my gamer chair. I've unlocked the secret recline function, aka the wheels broke. That feels better. That feels much better. Okay. Oh, we don't. That's gonna take forever. That's the other thing too. It's just some of these battles just take a minute. And the reason why I need specifically Weedle to do it is because it's the only one with a grass type move. Falco doesn't learn a grass type move until after level cap. Why did I do that? I'm gonna go back, heal. And then playing this extra, I'm like, look, I don't care if I'm being a bitch, alright? I'm playing this safe, alright? I've lost, I'm not trying to lose on camera. That's embarrassing. Alrighty. Do I don't know if Ro can handle it. Let's go for it. Let's go for it. If it looks sketchy, because it's a Minior and Wimpod, which if it rolls out, actually I think it is about to roll out. I'm so scared. Because it's bug and flying. If it rolls out, I'm fucked. Okay, it's still defense curling. Because this thing should be... Weirdly enough, this is a water and rock type Pokemon. But it wimps out if you put it below half health. Which stops it from doing the defense curl thing. And yes, I could have done it this way, but I wanted my other Pokemon to get experience. I'm gonna predict the defense curl. Struggle bug. Okay. That was scary. But now Rogue leveled up. It learned Astonish, which will be helpful-ish. Not really. It doesn't learn good moves, honestly. But because of Weedle's quick evolutions, it's evolving. And look at that, the Cacbat. It also could look like this. I like this one. It looks sleek and cool. Since its cocoon body has no means of attack, its only defense is to fly away from danger. The exertion of flying its heavier body around delays the evolution process. So true. A knows Harden. I'd rather keep Supersonic. We don't need to learn Harden. It's not really meant to be a defensive powerhouse, let's be real. Ooh. Now we have Mushroom Brain. And a tiny mushroom! Yes! Alright. This is good news. Rogue still doesn't know a flying type move, despite being in the fucking air. This is also a really terrifying realization of our team that we have 3 flying type Pokemon. This is not good news. Oh thank god, it's not poison me. Cool. Poison Mushroom. Paris. Hello. I don't know why that hurt, but I don't like that. I don't like that one bit. Yeah, no. Literally 3 out of 4 of our Pokemon being flying types. Very annoying. Very upsetting. And I gotta figure out who's going to be my best contender to take down Brock without getting her ass completely hampered. I think the answer is Balls. So I'm gonna let Balls take the lead on these next few fights so that he could be a proper level for them. Oh my god, Weedle and Joltik. I would have loved this. It would have been an awful Pokemon, but I would have loved it because it's 2 of my favorite bug types. Like, I love Beedrill, and I really love Galvantula. Do I have an antidote? Thank god, because we're not about to do that run all the way back. We're pretty much at the end of the route. Oh fuck, it's gonna be a double. Lavesta and Badoo. Thank gosh, Buggrass. Bug type Pokemon, great, let me show them to you. Girl, keep it. So we have a Shroomtow. First of all, not a bug type. You're a liar. Get that shit out of my face. Chesling. What was it? Chestnut? No, it's not Chestnut. The thing for Chespin. Yeah, Chespin and Fletchling. Either way, not a bug type. Get it out. And then Buketa, the actual bug type on the team. Get it out of here. And that's the power of Balls. No, we'll be right back with that, actually. So, another thing you can do, if you talk to some of the trainers, they will rebattle you after, which is super convenient for, training, if you had an easy time beating them the first time. Warning, I had to learn the hard way before. You battle them too many times, they will start getting stronger, and then randomly evolve their Pokemon, and then sufficiently beat your ass. So you have to be careful with stuff like that. Either way, so this is another new feature they added to this game called the Hotel for Pokemon. The trainers in here, they have quests. They want to see a fully evolved bug type. We'll come back when... So, because I'm also trying not to catch Pokemon outside the rules of the thing. So we just have to hope Rogue fully evolves and doesn't die, and then we just bring him back here. I am a Pokemon trainer. Wild mushrooms for a stew. Congrats, she wants 3 tiny mushrooms. She's counting on us. Now, would you believe we did not get 3 tiny mushrooms? I thought we did. Alright, and this motherfucker lost his revive on the bench. So we just gotta check all the benches in the city and see where his mushroom is. Not his mushroom. His revive is. So yeah, everyone that has like little dots above their head, they're all quests. So this also quest. So they wanted to get flowers for the Nectar Garden. I'm mostly doing this for the quest count. The reward for that one is an Oricorio, and I'm be real, I don't want an Oricorio, too tough. Also, if I accidentally catch one, then I just can't take that quest, and I do have to go pretty far to get it. He wants me to find this hat in the forest, which we will, because we're gonna go back in the forest to train for a little bit. But first, no way I got that on my first try. Oh my god, yes I will play Repo if you gift it. I don't know how that... It's like, I've had my eye on that game for a hot minute. Also, wait, do I have your numbers? Well, off stream. I can... What was I just doing? Right, quest. So we found number 5. So what happens is, and also I'm doing a slight manipulation of a bug that I hope they haven't fixed yet. And I'll show you, you'll see it later. Did I find your rep? Yes, I did. Here you go. Take it. And we got a quest. So we go down, over here, down, blah, 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 blah. So wait, hold on. Let me move chat here so I can actually read it. Right. So we have to find this guy's hat, and we have to find tiny mushrooms. I know for a fact we have 2 by now. So while we're here, we're killing everything in sight. And that's tiny mushroom number 3. I'm gonna pick up a few more just in case. Yup. That's another tiny mushroom. And we got the hat. I'm not putting that on. I love my mushroom hat right now. Ooh, a Zubat. Throw a rocket. Oh, you balls! Please. Act right. Act right. And then Pumpkaboo. Easy. And then I'm going to battle this diva one more time. For some free XP. Don't scare me like that. Almost lost our balls. Nope. Well, yes. Because I have to give Pikachu its hat. And now we can put hats on Pokemon. Quest number 2 completed. Also I forgot to do this guy's part of the quest. Let's see. Oh, I forgot to heal. Okay, it's fine. We're actually gonna put balls second. Like so. Use up one of our potions to save time. God, Falco, when do you learn Peck? And why won't it flinch? It's fine. It's not fine. So, because we're gonna go back, we pretty much have to switch train. Because I think, because I'm also, as I'm doing this, I'm workshopping how do I get this team past Brock, because low-key, this is a scary setup that looks like how I usually lose. Either way, this guy wants us to get nectar from Pink Flower, so we're going to get nectars from this one. And oh my god, a Pokemon jumped out. I did not know that was going to happen. That's also why I didn't want to find Hoot on the route, because I could have had 4 Mantis as my first encounter if I played it safely enough. But honestly, I ran back and forth with that grass so many times, it's really hard to pull that off. We will not be learning Howl because we have no special attacks at the moment. And we have some pink nectar. Great. Now, if we've noticed, this game does have a hard level. Well, it doesn't. The game does have a hard level cap, but I have it set to cap the level. So now, Balls doesn't gain experience anymore for killing things, which is, you know, good. We shouldn't encourage murder in this house unless, you know, you get down like that. Get jiggy with it. Shermesta. Oh, that's part fire type. Of course you are. Why doesn't Star Fox know a flying type move? What is wrong with... Why? I got 3 flying type Pokemon and not a single flying type move between them. Well... Talk shit. Star Fox learned Peck. Never mind. their Joltik. Thank God the electric type gym becomes a fighting type gym, because this would be so much more terrifying. Alright. Our last... We just have to somehow get Falco up to the level where it learns Peck, which I don't know. Like, I genuinely... That's one of those things. I know a lot of Pokemon that off the top of their head. I want to say it learns it at, like... Because it's based off of... Because the way they learn it, their moves is just based off the both base Pokemon's actual movesets. So, if I recall, I want to say who learns it around level 9 or level 10. Like, it's not outside of the level range. Also, I've been doing all that. I forgot to do one really important thing. Well, hold on, there's a lot of things. First, orange berry for you. Thank you. Oh no, it turned into a pink one. I gotta find red flowers. They're by Mount Moon. We'll get there later. Let's see. We're also gonna go up here. There's a reason why I keep walking past that guy too. Yes, I did get the mushrooms. And we got a ball mushroom. And then I already gave him his revive. I already gave the hat. So now I talk to him. He's gonna be the guy that rewards us for doing quests. So he keeps us, gives a quest journal, thank you, would you like to register it? Not really. He also gave reward to help a certain amount of people. According to my info, we've accepted 7, we completed 5. Did we complete 5? No. But, hey, we take credit for that. Because we exploited. So we get HM Flash, which I will not be using ever. Then we got an Amulet Point, which I will be using a lot. This is how we make the Munyang. Because honestly, I don't like to run out of money. I buy a lot of Pokeballs and I buy a lot of Splicers. I feel like Balls is going to be helping doing the most work in this battle. At least in the early runs. I'm so nervous. So we're going to pray for a good encounter here. Let's see what we get. What the fuck? You know what's crazy? I got my most common encounter and then an encounter I have never seen before. I think this thing is so adorable though. I'm really excited. I only have 2 Pokeballs. Oh, I only have 2 Pokeballs. Falco, I will sacrifice you to this Lickipi, alright? I hope you know. Come on, please, please. Oh! Oh my god! Oh! Oh, that was stressful. That stressed me out. And Falco learned Peck! Oh! We reward good behavior in this house. I kind of want to keep Falco, like, kind of doing support stuff. So we're going to drop... Tackle, yeah. Oh, that is so relieving. Lickipi looks everything it encounters to learn about the world. Rather than endangering this baby Pokemon, the action will help build its immune system. Would you like to give a nickname to it? Yeah, I will. I'm naming you Kirby. I'm so excited for Kirby. I'm gonna do a little bit of research to see if we got the better or worse side of this evolution. Well, not this evolution, of this fusion. We got the marginally better one, which is exciting. Oh, no, I'm looking at the sprite of the other version. I'm not going to show it on camera. But, we definitely won here. This is definitely a win for us. And then it stops looking good. Great, 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 great. We might have to hit this thing with a reverser at some point, which is perfectly fine. Because, yeah, no, then that becomes the better version of it. Because it's going to evolve... When does it learn Rollout? Level 33. So it evolves into Togetic first. And then it'll be Licky Licky. Which, we're just going to have to deal with it being ugly for a little bit. And then we're going to have to reverse it. No! Wait, what the fuck? Huh. Essentially, we want it to have... So I might be showing this on stream, because I do want to show off the ability to do this. But I'm going to do it, not this stream. I'm going to evolve it... The body is going to become Togepi, then the head becomes... So I'll leave it as is with that. Because the special attack will be exactly the same. It's a little less bulky, but at least it'll look cuter. And then when it becomes Togekiss, then I'll reverse it again. Well, then I will reverse it. Because also it loses its fairy typing for a little bit. I don't want that. I want... Well, it never had fairy type. Well, it does have it now. Okay, sorry guys. I just have to do something here. But Kirby is gonna have to go through, Kirby's about to live the trans lifestyle, honestly. And that's okay. I hope this thing doesn't have hustle, because that would be really inconvenient. On tempo! Okay, I fuck with that. I fuck heavy with that. Will I use it in this upcoming battle? Hell fucking no. That is a fairy type that we just caught. And that's not coolio. So what I can attempt to do here is go down this route, go to the cave and catch another Pokemon. But I think this team might be able to make it through the gym safe and sound. I want to say they can. I really do. I really do want to say they can do it. I do have to level them up a little bit. So this is going to be the section where I just kind of grind and ponder my life. But now that Falco knows Peck, we can actually do that. Why do you never hit your hypnosis? What's the point of... Why do you even know this move? Oh, wait! I forgot. There's something important that I have to do, so I don't forget to do it when we go in the gym. Also, we have to talk to this guy after. When we beat the gym, I would talk to this man. But if I go up here, talk to you, he's going to teach our Pokemon Mudslap, which is really helpful. So, what Pokemon can revive into the Pokemon Kabuto? Obviously, Dome Fossil. What's the only fossil Pokemon that can evolve? Aerodactyl. And which of the Pokemon can be generated from the Skull Fossil? Craniados. Even if I didn't do this a million times, I know the answers every time, because it's kind of easy. So we are going to teach this to Falco, because, one, he never hits Hypnosis anyway. But actually we're going to get rid of Confuser. We're going to still gamble with Hypnosis. We're going to teach him Mud Slap. Yes, you're going to teach him another move. Balls is going to learn Mud Slap. We're going to replace Smog, because we're not going to be able to use that at all in this battle. And then we're going to teach Kirby, because honestly, why not? We're going to drop Supersonic. I don't care for it. Yeah, no, and I don't think anyone else here gives us anything. They just, you know, talk about fossils. Like, I love this, totally made up dinosaur. Like, actually, if you look at it, that's Mega Aerodactyl. That's not just a regular Aerodactyl, that's Mega, if you look at where the spikes and everything. Because I know that fuck-ass goatee. That was cool. I like that. spreading and gliding. It's only known fossil that does not evolve. Oh my god, wait, are all the answers here? A helix fossil. Okay, that's cute. Anyhow. So I'm gonna go down here, and we're going to rematch this diva. And now I do have to be a little bit more careful with Falco, only because Chesley, being a flying type, also can peck. And I don't want Falco getting murdered. Oh no 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 no, this is bad. This is bad. This is bad. No 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 no. Please miss. Please miss. Oh, this is bad. Please be faster. Okay, that was scary. So that's what I mean with rollout. Had that gone to any other turn, a rollout would have taken out the rest of the team. Fully would have just ended the entire bloodline. That was terrifying. I hope that never happens again. So for the nature of safety, and because I do have a speed up button at my disposal, we're just going to do this the hard way. And just battle Pokemon in the grass, because I didn't like that. That was not comforting to my soul. Unfortunately, this process takes way longer, because wild Pokemon give us next to no experience. So yeah, no, this is just grinding now. That's also why I really want to do this video as a video and not as a stream, because I don't know, I feel like having to watch me just kind of rinse and repeat murder Pokemon is, it's a lot, Mimi. It's a lot to sit through. It's a lot to watch. It's a lot of... But it's the safest way to guarantee Falco leveling up safely and hopefully into a grass type move. Because honestly, I think it's kind of ridiculous that we still don't have one. Well, no, they're only level 9. But I don't think it learns one before I need it to. Which is extremely annoying. But so be it. Stuffle. We could have gotten a Stuffle. I'm so pissed. Because I've gotten Stuffle a few runs. It's never helpful, but I still like it. Because, like, you could tell by the amount of Pokemon, like, what has a lot of fusions and what doesn't. Like, where the artists are, like, really inspired by some shit, and where they're just like, whatever, who cares about that Pokemon? And surprisingly, not a lot of shooters for Talonflame. I feel like that's the biggest downside to getting any Talonflame fusion, is that I know I'm going to get, like, a fast, hard hitter, and it's going to look stupid ugly. Like, I don't know where the Talonflame fans in Pokemon Infinite Fusion went, but, I need y'all back. Because there was like a whole debacle that they went through where... Confusion? I am Confusion. Here. Go in Confusion, sure, fuck it. You know what it is? It learns Nightshade too at some point. Or at least I thought... No, that's if I use it with Duskull. It would learn Nightshade. Duskull learns Nightshade. Pumpkaboo learns nothing useful. Like, it is not meant to be an early game Pokemon. Oh, Bide is another scary one. Like, I've been fucked up by Bide. Lotad. It's a low counter rate. Falco, please. I need you to gain more experience here. Can we find the not level 2 Pokemon? And the only reason why I won't go in the other grass is because both Snorunt and Smoochum run rampant. Like, just are just constantly in that grass, and that's really terrifying to put before my team of flying type Pokemon. Although, you know, one of them is fire flying, but still. A lot of them will drop instantly to the sight of a Tangela. Never seen a Tangela in here. What the hell? Also, I'm low-key EV training, which is really silly. Like, I'm not doing it intentionally, because also, I don't... Actually, I probably could tell you what EVs each Pokemon is giving me right now, but I think the fusions also throw off that counting of it, because I'm like, do they count for double the EVs? Do they fuse the Pokemon's EVs if it's like the... Is it average? I don't know. Like, but if I recall, because a lot of times if you really want to take a good guess out of Pokemon's EV value, it's usually just what their, like, most notable stat is. So, like, for example, Rattata, its best stat is its speed. Rattata's give you speed EVs. But there are some weird ones. Like, Spinarak, I think, gives you attack. And although it's not a particularly heavy hitter, but it's good enough to give you an attack stat. I think Lotad is special attack. I don't know why I call it ability. Also, I'm about to run out of pecs. And we're at level 11. I think that's close enough. And the reason why I'm being very, on top of their leveling is because of the, because I guess this is a good time to talk about it while I'm getting my team up to level, what my strategy is. So there's two things that makes these gym battles harder. One is that you are limited to the same amount of Pokemon as the gym leader. So being that Brock only has 2 Pokemon, I only really need 2 Pokemon to be decent enough to go toe-to-toe with them. The issue and what makes things difficult is, the issue and what makes things difficult with that is Brock's 2 Pokemon, although both Steel types, are both really good into Fire type Pokemon, because the first one is a Psyduck, so it only takes neutral damage from Fire type moves, and it does know the Water type move, so it will start taking out my Pokemon with that. Which isn't fun. It isn't fun at all. Because I went confidently the first time, and I was like, I'm just gonna beat Brock with my fucking Fire types. And then next thing you know, that thing whips out its fucking water gun, and it ruins my team, and I have to deal with that. So that sucked. Followed by the whole idea that... followed by that, his second Pokemon is Mime Junior and Steelix, which, although it doesn't resist fire, it has access to... That's so adorable. It has access to... What's it call it? Rock Throw, which will one-shot a lot of my Pokemon, because also it has Steelix's attack stat. And although it is severely nerfed by... excuse me, wow, yeah, that's why I get to drinking seltzer. She starts taking another swig. But yeah, no, because it has a pretty decently high attack stat and defense stat, it is prone to one-shotting anything if it hits it super effectively, and it is also really good for not dying in one shot. So usually my strats against it have been either because 9 out of 10, I've gotten Duskull a lot of times, and a lot of my times the strat would be, alright, use Duskull and Nightshade it to death. Or, again, what I currently have right now, we have the Mud Slap Tech, which doesn't guaranteed work. Because part of the Mud Slap Tech is not only does it do a good enough damage to it, it also lowers accuracy, which adds a little bit of survivability, especially because Rock Throw isn't particularly the most accurate move. So it does give them a fighting chance in those scenarios. I hope you don't. Prismatic. Actually, let me not fuck around too much with metronome, because metronome can make it use any move, which does include explosion. And I don't want to blow up my little Togepi. I don't think that's cool. I want my egg in one piece, unscrambled. Thank you. But yeah, I'm gonna also, and I'm leveling up Rogue, not because I plan on using her in battle, but more so, it's just, it saves me time for when I have to do it later. Like, luckily, we don't have to go the whole game without an experience share. There's no experience share, like, it's not the experience at all. If I at least have to make it through Mount Moon without one. So, the more I can just try to keep my Pokemon's levels capped out for as long as possible, the easier it is for me. And then once I get the XP share, it gets easier to like kind of distribute all that. But yeah, no, like this is kind of fuck you, Phantom. The only good thing about catching a Phantom is the fact that you can't catch it again. Like that's always the best thing about catching any Pokemon I don't particularly want to see, is that if you catch it once, that's it. There's no repeat catches. So I do have that to look forward to. Hoot Chop is crazy. Like, alright, so yeah, now reaching the falling up point where I don't think Rogue is gonna get getting with experience is starting to have diminishing returns. So now this is where we're going to start using switch training a little bit more, because there's still trainers in Brockstrom, and I think we're approaching that point where I'm gonna have to bite the bullet and go for it. And am I worried and concerned? Yeah, very much so. Just gonna open with that. I don't know why I threw you in, but you're gonna do your goddamn job. Alright, home raid. So we're gonna do one Mud Slap from you. Okay, we're gonna stick to the Mud Slap. Hopefully this Fury Cutter. Thank God it didn't even go for Fury Cutter. And it should be... It's a guaranteed water type. Alright, and now I just gotta get one more. Because also I want to evolve Rogue. I almost forgot. He's gonna lie to us, tell him that Brock is a Rock type gym leader. He's not. And he's gonna give us water to further dilute us. Dilute. Anyway. Let's put Star Fox in there. This thing's gonna peck. Easy peasy. And we're gonna do a double switch so that Rogue can get XP. I hope that doesn't trap. Thank God. Thank God it just charged. And that should be one shot. Alrighty. So now the trainers are out the way. I don't have to worry about that. There has been times, because it's a thing that happens where even after I beat Rock, they will still challenge me on the way out, and I will battle one and forget to battle the other. So I always have to remind myself to do that for due diligence. Due diligence. Gotta talk slow sometimes. It's just gargling on my words. Let's see if we can achieve some things out here for a little bit higher XP. Alright, and that should be enough to get it up there. Ooh, Lickitung. That's a little concerning, only because this is a mono the Pokemon that doesn't evolve. Well, it does evolve now, but, you know, it has high stats for an early game encounter. You don't want to get caught by a surprise crit or anything like that. Like, so far, so good. No one's dead, so... Yeah. This should be enough to get... Yup! Look at it! B-Bat! B-Bat! If under attack, colonies of B-Bat use echolocation to line up their strikes. They fly through the dark before ejecting venom with their barbed fingers when provoked. And it's going to learn Twin Needle. So this is also, I just wanted to have it so I don't have to do that after we beat Brock, because that would have been annoying to do. I mean, it was annoying to do there too, but now I did it and I don't have to do it again. Well, I will when we get to the next section, but bridges to be crossed when they're crossed when we get there. So now my best bet is to go Falco into balls on this one. I think Falco is the most sacrificeable one here, because low-key, I very rarely leave Brock without a casualty because it's hard to get that switch. And considering that I have two Pokemon that are double weak to the rock throw that will guarantee hit somebody on this team. Kirby's too low of a level, and also throwing a fairy type into a steel type gym is stupid. Falco and Ball's my best bet. I think I should leave with Falco and with Balls. And hopefully if Falco is clutch, Falco won't get hit all game. I will buy a potion. I will allow myself one potion for this. For the sake of my sanity and finances, I really don't want to try to potion my way through this battle. Also, it's not easy. If you get caught in a potion loop on this battle, we're kind of fucked. I don't have enough money to get enough potions to get me through that. So we're just gonna have to make it do what it do. So we're gonna be sending in Falco first, Ball second. Here's the thing though, if Falco does sweep this by herself, we make less money. So am I betting against Falco? Not particularly. But it wouldn't be the worst thing if Falco's asleep. Okay. So we're gonna... Remember when I said I did not think Falco would need insomnia? Ugh, fuck. Alright, we just have to gamble here. Oh! We got the miss. Alright. Falco's gonna die. That's unfortunate. But I think Balls can sleep here. We're gonna do another nut slap. Ah! 3 accuracy drops and it doesn't miss a single rock tomb. I'm doing a salty run back. I'm sorry. I said I wasn't gonna do this, and I was just gonna be like, I'll be one wearing whatever. Fuck that. I want a salty run back. I think I kind of played that perfectly. If I lose, I lose, and I'm gonna cut the stream because then I'm gonna start crying a little bit. Because there actually isn't any other way for us to win without getting new Pokemon. But I think the sleep was unfortunate. And the Gyro Ball, it's faster than me and still hits a Gyro Ball. That's crazy. Confusion. Okay. Like, this thing just doesn't fucking miss. Like, does it have no guard now or something? Like, what's going on? I'm gonna go for the heal. Rock, though, doesn't miss, of course. Go for another heal. Okay. Alright, I think its accuracy is low enough. We could just... Okay. Not the cleanest win. Not the cleanest win. Had to do the salty run back. And was promptly punished for my crimes. Fortunately, rest in peace to... That's how much you know I cared. Rest in peace to Falco. We unlocked the frying pan. We will not be putting it on. And we also unlock Rock Tomb. And we got a premium Wonder Trade ticket. Slay boots. Alright, and yeah, we beat Brock. Thank you for the congrats on winning my first badge. I know I am hotter than Brock. And yeah, no, we did that. So, unfortunately, we do have to say our goodbyes to Falco. Also, this guy's going to give us a Black Flute. This will be very helpful because it lowers encounter rates in caves and helps me do some other encounter manipulations in different areas. But that's another thing for another time. Time for me to introduce to the world. What's appropriate? Let's... The Great Beyond. Yeah, no, Falco, you did exactly what you needed to do. And I have nothing more to say than that. You were great. I complained about you at every waking moment, and I still will, but I'll never forget you. Look, I'm almost mastering up the team. And yeah, we're gonna heal, we're gonna strike our pose, and I think that's gonna be it. I was gonna try to speedrun through as much as possible. Honestly, it's been 2 hours, and for me to get to the next section, it will be another 2 hours. And I don't think I want to do that. I think next stream, and also because I started late. If I didn't start late, I definitely would have done the double on it, but I started late, and that's my fault. That's me. That's on me being a bad streamer. But next week, next Thursday, Pokemon Thursday. We're gonna let the music play in the background. We're just gonna go here. Next Thursday, Pokemon Thursday, I'm going to be going back to, what was I saying? I'm gonna be going back to, next Thursday, we're gonna be going back to this. We're going to finish this game. I swear to God, I'm gonna finish this game. And hopefully we don't lose. That was one of the harder fights. Misty is really the run killer because there's 3 really tough fights. There's our rival fight. Well, 1, we have to get through Mount Moon. 2, there's a rival fight. Then there's Misty. We have to do all 3 of those. And Nugget Bridge. There's a lot of really difficult fights coming up. So that I am really nervous about, really scared about. But I think I can do it. Luckily, Misty's gym is an Ice-type gym. Unluckily, her ace is a Lapras fusion. So... once again, we have the ideal matchup, except for the fact that there are going to be water types in the gym. So once again, I do not think Star Fox is going to help us at all here. Balls, I think, is going to be less helpful here. I'm hoping we find a Steel type in Mount Moon, because we do have 3 more encounters. We have Mount Moon, we have the route after Mount Moon, we have the route above Nugget Bridge, and we have the route next to Nugget Bridge. So that's 4 more encounters. 4 more possible encounters for us to get something that will beat Misty. Fingers crossed, because I love my girls. I love my girls. 3 of them are, well, now only 2 of them. We lost 1 flying type, but also I do think a sleeper hit, depending on what TMs we find along the way. I do think Kirby can help us out. I think so. I think Kirby might be clutch. And hopefully if Kirby survives this, we could bring Kirby into Lieutenant Surge, who is a fighting type gym leader in this game. That I'm excited for. But yeah, but that's future pondering and what thoughts. I should get a smiley piercing. What if I guys? Let me not get distracted. Let me not get distracted. Oh, also, let me make sure I save the game. Oh my god. You can hear it in the background, but I'm not gonna switch the thing. Just know I just saved. Because I'm not doing that battle again. And yeah, I think because this run is hard, and I definitely... I'm not gonna lie to y'all, I got divas. There's a really good chance I'm gonna lose battles like I did with Brock. Because technically, did we lose? Yes. So I'm going to have an ongoing salty run back counter for future streams because I think that would just be really, no, that would just get the, just so we can know exactly where we stand with each other as a community, and I can be held accountable. So I'm gonna have that going, and yeah, until next time, I'm gonna pump my jams. I don't have an outro. I keep forgetting to come up with... Oh, I don't forget to come up with one. I just can't think of one. I just like to say goodbye and peace out. So, that being said, that's the end of the stream. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for coming. And yeah, I hope to see you again. We'll be streaming League of Legends Sunday. Actually, no. I'm not doing Sunday because I'm busy. So, we'll be pushing the Sunday stream to Monday. No secret Sunday stream this week. Sorry, guys. But I'll see you Monday. Until then... Okay, bye. Wait, hold on. I gotta pump the jams first. Look at me being a bad streamer. Now I can go. Okay, bye. Wait. I forgot how to do it. Wait, never mind. Okay, bye.